Here are some examples of books that were adapted for students with the most significant disabilities. These books have also been used with students with visual impairments. The first book is I Miss You Every Day. This book has been broken down and put into a binder. The book talks about a little girl who is going to wrap herself up and mail herself to her grandmother. As you can see, real ribbon has been attached to the book pages as well as a pen. These items are referenced in the text. The student is asked to feel the item that is being read about to help make connections to the text. And then that same item is used as a response option for a comprehension question. For example, what was the little girl going to tie around the box when she mailed it to her grandmother? The page seen on the bottom right is the book Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Here, a Hershey's bar has been attached to the page to represent the Hershey's bar in the text. Also in Alexander, gum represents what is in the text. The next three photos are from Dirty Birdie. Here you see flowers and worms attached to the pages. All objects on the pages are used in comprehension questions. These photos are also from Dirty Birdie. Here you see a sucker and a dog. Many of these objects can be experienced through multiple senses. Students love to taste a sucker or a Hershey's bar, or smell the gum or flowers, and feel the worms or the dog. When choosing objects, when adapting books for students with significant disabilities, choose objects that involve multiple senses. Choose something that can involve smelling, tasting, feeling, seeing, especially when you're working with students with visual impairments. To increase engagement for students with visual impairments, add texture to the pages. In the photo on the left, the book Tar Beach has nothing on the cover except the texture. This would allow a student who is blind to choose this book from others. The photo on the right has felt stars added over the stars pictured in the book. You could also wire the beads to the bridge and cables. The photo on the left is from the book Earth Dance. Textures have been added here to represent sand. You could take it a step further and represent the forest with artificial trees or moss on sticks, and the ocean with blue water in a Ziploc bag. The photo on the right is from It's Your Cloud. Simply cut out a shape from construction board or foam paper and add extra pieces of fleece. Have fun with the books. It doesn't have to be expensive. For students with the most significant disabilities, it is often necessary to use concrete representations. Use the objects to ask comprehension questions or to complete the repeated storyline. The photo on the right shows the repeated storyline in sentence form, but if this is too difficult, use a ballet shoe attached to the voice output device to represent the word dance. Students with limited movement or poor motor control may make clearer and more consistent choices using an eye gaze. Here is an eye gaze board. The idea is that the student is on one side and the teacher, parent, peer, or therapist is directly on the other side. That way you can see exactly what the student is gazing at. Often hardware stores have extra pieces of plexiglass, and they'll cut the size you need and give it to you at no cost. A piece of plexiglass would not have the hole in the middle like the one shown, but it would still work just fine.